Hey everybody, I am going to take a few pictures and some video here of what the interior of the car and the floor pan and so forth looks like, just for some reference. It's pretty rare that you get a chance to get a good look at the interior of the car and the wire harness routings and things without any parts in there. So I'll start there. Things I have to do before I can put the carpet back in. One is I have these speaker wires that are melted and damaged. So I have materials to splice those and replace that wire and replace the melted split loom. On the driver's side, I don't recall if I've showed this before, but up toward the top of the picture, over in the corner, there was apparently someone had a mishap with a jack somewhere along the line. I'm almost wondering if it was the factory jack and that they tried to jack it up to change a tire and the jack slipped, but the floor pan was pushed up considerably in that area. There was kind of a bump. I mean, through the carpet you could, I don't know, probably an inch or so. And I put a block of wood under the floor pan where it's supposed to be normally, and put a hydraulic jack under just to hold it. And then I've been using a body hammer and sometimes a 3-pound hammer, and I've been banging that down back into shape, and specifically that area right there. And so right now it's all pretty flat. What I did find is that there's a pinhole or two. I think it stretched the metal so much that it did have a pinhole leak. I can see daylight. And so there was some water that got up in here and corroded it. So I've been going at it with a phosphoric acid cleaning solution to take the rust out, and I'm going to have to seal up those pinholes, and I'm going to come back in here with some primer and prime this one. So in addition, I want to tuck some of these power and speaker wires from the amplifiers away. I still don't know what my final radio and amp solution will be, so I'm going to leave the wires back that go to the back, and I may very well continue to use those. Also, I'm going to remove the shifter. That isn't really a major project, but I do need to get in and remove those two cables. But I think when it comes time to try to slide the carpet in, it was a bear getting it out around the shifter, so I'm going to remove the shifter and get it out of the way. And then, well, I think that puts it in pretty good for right now. And right now I have the new carpet laying out much better than it was when it was all crunched in a box. So in any case, that's where I'm at right at the moment, and moving forward. Okay, so starting at the front, you can see the sound deadener on the front of dash. I've got the heater controls and all the wiring harnesses that go into the front of the console tied up out of the way now. They're better than I had the last time, so that I hopefully can get the carpet in underneath. All the excess aftermarket speaker wires, except for a few inches here, have all been tucked into split loom, so they're not just all over. And I've got everything tied down. The speaker wires that had been affected by exhaust heat have been repaired, and they're tucked back in fresh split loom here as well. And let's see what else here. There's the back seat recesses. On the opposite side, again, I had power wires going up for the aftermarket amplifiers, and I put those in split loom and actually put them inside the main wiring harness. That track down the side is where the factory harnesses run. You can see the white paint I had some bare spots there and I cleaned them up and primed them, treated them with phosphoric acid, and then put some primer over the top. So that should all be in good shape. Again, just a look without carpet so you see what the sheet metal looks like. Move to the back here, get a good look at the load floor. And these little patches here, like that, are places where the original carpet was adhered with some adhesive patches that tore off when I pulled the carpet out. There's the cargo well, which did have the amplifiers in it previously, and again it had a little bit of corrosion, so I cleaned that. Phosphoric acid, some caulking compound to close the holes up where the holes had been drilled for the amplifiers. If I need to open them back up again, I can, but since I was in there, I went ahead and sealed them. You can see over the wheel houses. So that's how things look, and I'll be digging in here pretty soon, bring the carpet up and lay it out.